Knoxville native Michael Ketterer advanced this week on America's Got Talent, made the cut earlier with the Bee Gees' To Love Somebody song. We got to talk to that contestant earlier tonight. He says Simon, the judge, gave him some words of encouragement after that performance.
So Simon came up and spoke to me very directly and said, he goes, man, there is something really special about your voice. He said, you did everything perfectly. And that's, that's coming from Simon Cowell. That was wild. I was blown away.
Michael says the live performances will start in August. You can watch America's Got Talent Tuesday at 8 right here on Channel 10.